Cinderella, Three Little Pigs, Little Bo Peep, Rumpelstiltskin, and lastly, Romeo and Juliet. Where is it? Right there.
A new book has appeared on the third shelf down.
Yes! Yes, we progress! Hello, YouTube! This is MaitreDesBlocs, and today we're gonna continue our Let's Play of King's Quest II Redux, episode 14. Finally figured out this shelf puzzle here. Took a while, but now let's see what's up with this. Treasure Island. Oh, will lead you to the treasure that pirates did hide. Oh, I understand. Will we get killed if we take it? I'm so... Oh, should we save? I don't want the puzzle to reset. Let's try. Okay, it's still there.
You've located the correct book. You pluck it from the shelf and read its title, Treasure Island. What is this? There seems to be a lock binding the cover shut. The keyhole requires a small, thin key.
We have the key. I'm sure we do. Okay. Key. Open.
The key fits perfectly into the lock. You turn it and hear a soft click. The book is now open.
Look in there.
Skimming through the book, you find that a map has been sketched onto the last page. Close scrutiny reveals it is a top-down layout of the castle and its surrounding grounds. According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. You shudder, hoping that this is not going to be a case of digging all night while trying to avoid unearthed zombies. There is also a small piece of writing near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing. That's really clear. Thank you very much.
I wish only one thing as payment for helping you find that book.
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to take this bracelet and place it on my mother's grave? I believe she wanted me to have it while I was alive. Now, it seems no longer appropriate to keep it. Thank you. I must retire now. It will not be long before sunrise. Good night, Graham.
Good night, Anastasia.
Oh, yeah, remember, we have a limit of time, first of all. And second, we have a shovel to dig. That's why we needed that.
You can't...
Oh, it has a bracelet in the hand. No, I want to go outside. Oh, wait. We can go back in there. Okay, go. Let's go to the grave. Graveyard. Oh, no. Yes. Graveyard should be this way. Yup. Hello, ghosties. How are ya doing today?
As you step further into the cemetery, you can feel your life force slowly being sucked away by the disembodied spirits. You suddenly find yourself unable to move.
And we're dead.
The ethereal spirits drain the life force right out of your body.
Yep, knew it.
You tup with the spirits and find only the graves.
Do not do that. I can be an example for whoever will be playing this game. Do not repeat my mistakes. We have to take care of those spirits. Hey, I have a candle.
The ghosts are not interested in that.
Of course.
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery.
I hope so.
You'd rather...
Hey, there's a door!
You suddenly find your...
Oh no. What in the
The
world?
ethereal... You tup with the spirits and find...
I was close, but I could not open the door.
As you hold up...
Okay. Bracelet. Enter.
You suddenly... The ethereal...
Okay.
You tup with the
I now
spirits
understand.
and find
We
only...
can't go north. We have to stay in that part of the graveyard. Turn there. We have to stay with those graves. What do they say on them? Oh, I need to do this first.
As you hold up...
There we go.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668, loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia, our enemies be warned, their untimely deaths shall be avenged. You place the bracelet on the grave. It immediately sinks down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you. It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
You bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet. You feel You lift the gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket.
Really good. Really, really good. Now the ghosts are not going to be a problem for us if we enter the cemetery. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's look at the map.
According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. There is something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
That's a clue. We can't just dig any grave, I don't think. Let's try anyways. This one, for example.
You have no reason to dig a hole there.
A date of fate.
You have
We have to look at the grave first.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian.
What?
Lord...
Oh, okay, those are the two... Okay, I understand.
Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 1266. They had traveled safely for many a day, until crossing a bridge along their way, she lost her balance and fell to her fate. He tried to save her, but it was too late.
That's a grave.
You have no...
Come on!
You have...
A date of fate. There's a boy and a girl and a fate. What are you looking for, King? I hope this will not be another complicated puzzle that will take me a week to solve.
Douglas Buckmaster, 995 to 1020. The noise, said he, is far too loud, as he discerned the maddened crowd. The mob broke in, then he did scream, I'd rather this a sight unseen. They strung him up from toe to head, and as for after, enough's been said. Susanna Somnia, 1195 to 1265. He had put her to bed after she'd had supper, but forgot next morning to stir and wake up her.
That's
Mary
great.
Ann Drinkwater. You are not eager to carry around human remains.
No, I'm not.
Show some respect for the deceased, Graham.
I know that's a grave. Can we look at the other ones?
M. Riggs and R. Murtaugh, date of death, 98. They got too old for that. The last word is faded and you cannot read it. Probably just as well. Boris and Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567. There is something written near the bottom.
Date of fate can be found with
a date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
That also seems to fit the predicament.
You have no...
I have no reason to dig a hole anywhere, it seems.
Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 810. He'd not seen his first sunrise, felt not the warmth of dawn. All who saw him wept and cried. To this world he'd come stillborn. Count Christopher Ivere, 1175 to 1200. The young Ivere, his time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear, my life ends here.
Lots of ear. Lots of ear. There's a tomb.
Count Bartholomew Scrooge, 1017 to 1101. To warnings he would pay no mind. Of his failing, ailing health, his relatives they'd bide their time. After all, he had great wealth.
Of course he did.
Samuel You Believe, 1255 to 1300. This young man sought to be holy, to save himself from being lowly. He joined the hood and wore their cloth, eventually died from professional sloth.
There's a crypt.
Most of these tombs are the final resting places of past counts of Kolyma and their families. They are all securely locked. Tombs and crypts line the edge of this run-down cemetery. Though once grand and noble, years of neglect have obviously taken their toll on them. This grave is centrally located within the cemetery. A stone gargoyle rests atop it. You see the name on the headstone and swallow hard. It says, Count Kaldar, died 1646. Though you did not think it possible, you suddenly feel a lot colder. You have...
Oh! I accidentally found it, guys. No, I accidentally found death.
You become acquainted with your new roommate. You will both be spending a lot of time together.
So we have to actually dig on the grave itself. So then this becomes a possibility. But it's not that one.
You become acquainted with your new roommate.
What about this one? Please be that one. No.
You become acquainted with your...
Do we need to try every single tomb?
You become acquainted with your new...
This is not a good idea. What happens if we dig the tomb in the middle?
This is the one grave you don't want to dig up.
We can't. We can't. Oh my gosh. Did we read this one?
Susanna Somnia, 1195 to 1265. He had put her to bed after she'd had supper, but forgot next morning to stir and wake up her.
Got it! I got it! I know what's the trick here.
According to this, there is something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
Yes, I know what they mean with that. Okay, the date of fate is the date of death of someone. A first number 1, a second 2, and a double of nothing 0, 0. We need to find someone that died in exactly 1, 2, 0, 0 for the death.
Lord Herbert.
No.
Lord.
No.
Mary Andrew.
No.
Douglas Buckman. Susanna.
No. That's a possibility.
Samuel,
if I'm wrong.
you believe. 1250.
No.
Count Bartholomew.
No.
M. Riggs and R. The last.
No.
Boris and Alfred Chamberlain.
No.
Count Christopher Evere.
Found it!
1175 to 1200. The young Evere, his time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear. My life ends here.
A first, a second, and a double of nothing. Haha! I got it. Let's dig this up. I hope this is it. It needs to be.
You stop digging when your
Yes!
shovel hits something hard.
Yes! Yes!
Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside.
There's a skeleton. That means someone actually died, not became a zombie.
You have no desire to carry around human bones.
Yeah, I don't.
You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Evere. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
So, it seems like someone moved his tomb. Really creepy. Let me look at the document. This isn't right.
You read the Bible, something...
Not the Bible page. The document. Or is it? Do I have it? I thought I picked it up. Doesn't seem like I do have it. Let's look back in the tomb.
Among the items in this grave is a parchment containing the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. It is dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to Larman's burial were for him to be placed near his family at the church cemetery.
Does that mean we have to go to the church? Maybe. Let's save the game and go. Or maybe we can go this side. Nope, we can't. Oh no. Not this thing again. Please, no. Well, I do it first try. I'm going to save to Tiara. Because I don't want to have to do this the other way if I'm not going the right path. But let's keep on trying to do this the first time. Man.
Ouch!
Ah!
You feel a heavy coldness run through.
Ah, that was so close.
Ouch! You feel a heavy coldness.
There's no way I'm going to guide you guys through this again. I'm going to cut right here. And I'm going to get back when I'm all the way to the end. The one who made this is insane.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Oh no. I don't know how to get back! No! Wait, I can do this. Let's follow this in the opposite order.
You reach something wicked started war.
North.
Shame nobody ever saw.
North, west, south first. Oh, I can't go north. Dang it. Will this bring me? Yes! Let's go back to the church. Where the werewolf was our death. Yes, very intelligent. We are. I know. I should activate super speed again, I feel like. But this is not a long walk, so it's fine. We're just going to go through it smoothly and surely. And now here. The church has a cemetery. I didn't know about that. That way, maybe. Let's go like
You have no... You have... Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
Oh, this is different. That wasn't here the first time.
Evidently, someone stands at the center of the symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor. This place of worship has changed somewhat since you were here last. Now it would appear to be a place of ritual, and that sermons have little to do with anything. You see a book sitting on the altar. It appears old and worn. A large tapestry now adorns the wall behind the altar. The image on the tapestry bears a depiction of some kind of ceremony or ritual. It is somehow reminiscent of the room you are now standing in.
Let's take that.
You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kolyma. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It's frustrating, as always, dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kolyma be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see that this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if all their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin?
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
I am quite convinced that Kaldor is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kolyma that he cannot see the folly of his intentions, and yet he is the Lord of Kolyma. To publicly refute him would create confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience, the greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense of the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren and the most blessed, and my brethren and I, the most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our farms can be abandoned in favor of any other, and I am to be their leader, their most powerful. They're bound to me inextricably. That's where he became a werewolf. The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing. The endless possibilities. What we will achieve with our abilities. I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis. But now, I no longer have the patience to write. I must run. I must hunt. I must... He is going to go kill Count Kaldor. I think I missed something.
You look over the book. It is a... You turn the journal. The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
Are we back in time?
It is a collection box. This collection box is for money and valuables.
Okay, let's leave that there. Let's stand in the circle. What will happen?
You have no need for a robe. Besides, it seems to have a lot of hair on it. You'd get a skin irritation. You already have a candle.
Yeah, but what are we doing here? That is what we're doing here. Aha! Here's the cemetery. See, guys, I'm smart. What was that?
Rarlop Neven, 985 to 1015. The jester joked his life away until a quip he made one day insulted was a baron's son who had this poor old jester hung. Lester Williamson, 1300 to 1345. Here lies a man who feared all bugs, too scared to even lift his rugs. For if he had, he would have found insects that make little sound, with bites so deadly for their size that surely did cause his demise. Bridget O. Troublewater, 1248 to 1299. During the annual house inspection, she spied a mirror and its reflection. For days she lovingly gazed at it, unable to sleep or eat or sit. With the last of her earthly power, there she remained till her final hour. Lyot O'Maleef, 1200 to 1256. She was a lady with strange habits, who as friends kept only rabbits. When time came her hunger due, her friends all wound up in her stew. The other creatures, also bunnies, found this not remotely funny, so their swift revenge they sought. The kitchen in her sleep they brought, heaved her into the large pot, which was, regretfully, much too hot. Larman Odnarb, 1175 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
That's the one we're looking for. That's the healer. Shovel, it's your time.
You have no... You have... You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard.
Another skeleton.
With bated breath, you open the box. There it is, the tiara.
Yes!
As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still have to get it back to the castle.
Oh no.
You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to
Oh,
turn
no.
and face nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
No. I have anxiety too. And I heard that really well. I didn't prove my point at all. Okay, I know it's actually the wolf is there. I heard it. Oh man.
Without
No.
warning, a wolf darts out of the dark forest and dashes towards you, and this time it's running directly at you. Without warning,
How did we do that? I think there's gonna be another one. No. Let's go down just to be safe. I do not trust these woods. Believe me, guys, I'm literally panicking right now. Well, not panicking, but I'm nervous. Will we succeed our mission? Will we bring back the tiara? Please. Hegatha, not the time for you to ruin us. Neither a stupid bat symbol. Okay. Save. Save. Tiara. Save. Do we have to do the labyrinth again? We do. Yep, we do. Okay.
you read something wicked
Something
started
wicked
war.
started war.
Shame nobody ever saw.
We did the something. Now we do wicked. Now we do started. Now we do war. And now we do shame. Nobody ever saw. There it is. Oh no.
Something is wrong here. There is no boat, no boatman, and...
Oh no.
no escape. The monk and his pack have tracked you here, and they clearly intend to do nothing less than rip you to pieces. If you're going to do something, now would be a very good time.
Save to Wolf and the counter. This game is amazing. We need to find something.
Perhaps a long-range strategy is called for.
Okay. Oh man, those sounds.
Unless it tastes just like your flesh, the beast would not be interested.
It's time.
Unless it tastes...
No way! That would have been an amazing solution. Needle.
Unless it... Unfortunately, not a strong enough light penetrates through the swamp to use the emerald here.
That was a good idea, though.
Unless it...
Oh, what? Don't tell me we're stuck here.
It feels...
Eat the cube.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility. Oh, for howling out loud.
We were invincible! Ah!
The boatman will retie the boat to the rope. You don't have to worry about it.
I wanted to take a piece of wood. Wait a minute.
He's more likely to chat after he's torn you to shreds.
Okay. You know, what can we do?
It is a shiny silver key.
Silver, not shelver. Silver hurts.
Unless it takes... Unless...
That was a good idea, though. Oh my gosh.
This odd circular device intrigues you. It depicts several different symbols around its outer rim. The sun, a mountain range, a drop of water, and a cloud. Unless it...
Okay, let me just try one more thing. Let me see. Oh, it puts us back here. Because I think in the church, we were supposed to use that through the circle. But maybe not. Let's go back to Wolf Encounter. Don't want to give him the tiara, but I feel like it's what we need to do.
Unless it...
No, he's not interested in that either.
Unless it... This object is not... This object...
Yep. I don't know what to say. I am stuck with this.
Unless it... No point making that any younger. The wolves do not want anything from you, except your flesh.
Okay. Yep. I'm stuck. Don't know what to do. I guess we'll stop here, guys. We're in a really tricky situation right now. And we have to get out of this. So I'm going to search a little bit on possibilities on how to get out of this peril and bring the tiara back to the castle. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you enjoyed this episode and I brought you some enjoyment with it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you next time. MaitreDesBlocs